So, good morning. Woke up this morning to a nice little message from the National Lottery to say that I've won the Euro Millions. Happy days. A whole £3 on the Euro Millions. Very nice. I'll try not to spend it all at once. Anyway, let's get on with today. I've just been to B&Q. I've got some metal to make the lid for the fuel tank, for the box that houses the fuel tank, swell pot, and the fuel pump. So I'm going to start making that. I'm going to head to the workshop now, cut the metal up and start putting it together. I still need to get some Lexan, or Perspex rather, to make the clear lid, but I couldn't see any in B&Q, so I'm probably going to order that online and get it delivered. Yeah. I was going to get some paint as well, but the B&Q price for a tin of paint, 18 quid for some black metal paint. There's no way I'm paying that, so I've ordered that online as well. That's to paint the corner weight scales, the leveling platform tables that I made. Just need to put a bit of paint on them, make them look a bit more attractive. But yeah, let's get into this. Let's go to the workshop and let's make a lid. Focus camera now. Yeah, so back in the workshop. Here we have the fuel tank box, firewall, fuel cell thing. It's just a what is that? Stainless steel lid, I guess. Held down with these screws, which is obviously not perfect or ideal. Obviously not ideal being held down with screws because you can't access it quickly, you can't check on a fuel level quickly, you know, for whatever reason. It was really just a very temporary quick fix to get us to get the car working basically. We spent a lot of time making the box. It's fully sealed with 3M sealant, so it's completely sealed off from fluids, and that sealant apparently is fuel resistant, so it should be pretty well sealed, but just the lid to sort out now. So yeah, I'm going to take this lid off, I'll show you what's inside, and then I'll take some measurements and cut up the metal, and hopefully we'll get at least have the metal cut and I can get some Perspex ordered, and try and find the clips, because I bought some clips which are going to be like spring clips which will go on the sides, I guess, or yeah, some sort of clips. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I'm going to do now. I'll take the lid off and I'll show you inside. So here is inside the fuel cell, well, the fuel firewall, even fuel firewall. Here is inside the firewall. It houses the fuel tank from OBP. It's a 40 litre fuel tank. As you can see there, you've got the level sensor, sorry, the fuel level indicator on the side. So basically the idea is, if I can make this whole bit here clear Perspex lid, then I can just look in and see what the fuel level is without having to take the lid off. But obviously it's handy to be able to just inspect it and visually see if there's any leaks or problems. Yeah, also OBP swell pot, and as you can see, all the good ridge lines, which look pretty damn sexy. Yeah, so I'm going to kick out the R32 because I don't want to cover that in swarf and dust. Put it outside, then I'll start cutting up the metal and hopefully we'll end up with a lid. So finished up making the outer part of the lid. Basically I've cut it to shape as you'd have seen, and then drilled some holes and riveted it together. I opted for rivets because obviously with bolts they stick out more. Rivets they're not flush, but as you can see they're not quite flush, but they protruded like bolts would or screws, then they'd stick out. So yeah, anyway, that's the frame done. I've also started attaching these little clips. I've also got these catches, so these parts of the catches will go on there like that, and they'll work with these clips with the idea that it will pull down onto it. So yeah, so the whole lid will be held down with 4 catches, and there'll be some sealant around there, or a seal, so it should pull down and make it a nice snug fit. So yeah, gonna finish off riveting on them catches. Then I need to finish off the actually putting the catches onto the box itself, and then the whole lid will be done, with the exception of the clear perspex bit, which will come in the post hopefully. It probably won't be here before the weekend, it's more likely to be here next week. But yeah, I'm going to crack on with that and then we'll be finished. One thing that I think is really awesome is this deburring tool. As you can see there, you've got a burr around this edge and some kind of swarf, which makes it look pretty nasty. But with this tool you can just twist it and it just takes off that burr. Makes it pretty neat and tidy. So yeah, I would definitely recommend one of these. I've no idea where it came from, but pretty cool tool anyway.
Aside from my soul, there goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight from my soul.
So I finished putting those clips on. I've just come to notice that I can't actually put the clips on the box until I've ordered or received and fitted the perspex. The reason for that is because obviously the clip's going to mount there, and the height of it, of where it mounts to, is going to depend on how thick this perspex is, because it's going to be sat underneath the lid. So obviously it's going to make sense to obviously fit that first. So I'm going to wait till the perspex comes to finish off that bit. But yeah, pretty happy with the rest of it. I think it looks pretty neat, and it's basically going to provide, it's going to look exactly like that. It's going to look like a box with a plastic lid on it. So yeah, should make checking the fuel system and checking the fuel level a lot easier. Yeah, well, that's it pretty much for today. I can't do any more. I'm gonna go home because it's dinner time. But yeah, I'll be checking back in tomorrow, and I'm not gonna have any more to do on the on that fuel tank lid, because obviously I'm not gonna have the perspex for a few days, but I'm gonna crack on with something else instead. So yeah, check back in tomorrow. Like, subscribe, share if you enjoy watching this. Thanks for watching. See you next time.